So here we are, the Hall of Fame show. It's the first show we've done in a while, but we're back. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. It's for our very own personal Hall of Fame. I thought a good way of doing it this way. Harry's done brilliant again, putting together some video packages, which are really good. We've got different members inducting the wrestlers in their own way, and I'll also be inducting one. You can probably guess which one, but that's when I'll be inducting. And yeah, I hope you enjoy it. It's good to sometimes look back as much as it is looking forward, back to the memories we had when we were children, when we were teenagers, the age we are now, the age I am now. Some of you are not as old as me, but anyway. But I hope you enjoy it. And yeah.
How's it going, guys? I'm Harry, and today, well, forgot his name, but oh well, I'm going blind. I mean, blonde. Okay, so I've been chosen to induct The Rock because can you smell what he's cooking? Clearly not. But with The Rock, I've been one of these people that have been a bit on and off with him. So like, one times I haven't liked him, sometimes I have, and it's not with a like, oh, he's gone heel, I don't like him, like that kind of stuff. Because like, it's more he leaves to go to Hollywood, but he does some great films because he gets in a tutu and all that kind of stuff, and then he comes back for like a match and like just owns the world with John Cena. And literally, John Cena, if he's not with the big people, he doesn't have good matches because he only does 5 moves, and The Rock got him through all of their matches and made them entertaining. And like, there's a video clip I'm gonna show after this with a dream match that like has never happened. It could happen if they both like say, oh, all right, then we're gonna do it. But if that match happened, you see people like Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker dominate with one match. Because it's the clip you're gonna see later is The Rock and Shawn Michaels. That match would just be the best ever because they both have the personalities, and The Rock with his mic skills taking the mick out of John Cena, best for business. So if I was like running the WWPL, I would have The Rock straight away, not for his wrestling but for his mic skills, and I'd get John Cena, get the script writers to make John Cena like stupid, and then The Rock would just rip on him, then everybody would love me. So like, after seeing The Rock, he's like a third generation superstar, and his first match I believe was in Survivor Series, and he looked kind of cool, like hippie kind of looking. Nothing better than looking like a hippie. So there isn't really much to say for me about The Rock because I'm more of like an Edge, Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart kind of fan. But I have been a bit of a Rock fan before, and like if I ever get to team with him on the games, like doing 2K14 and all that kind of stuff, I do not hesitate to go for it because he's just boss, and like you see him in film, you see his success in the ring and like the WWE, how he's gone from like small to like bush, and then you see him like go into films like the Fast and Furious, which like you'd never picture him in, with like people wanted him in, but you could never actually like picture it. And he's been in 2 of them, and he's just like made the film amazing. So that's pretty much all I have to actually. This should be one more 2 things. The Raw. Oh yeah, the my favourite rivalry that The Rock had clearly was The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin, because 3 WrestleManias they just stole the show. Like the first 2, The Rock lost, and they were some pretty fought out matches. They were. I think they were quite long matches, and then you see stuff like the one after the third match, and The Rock like turns into the most ultimate heel ever. Like he starts wearing the Stone Cold's jacket and everything. They keep doing each other's finishes, and it's just like, oh my god, after oh my god, after oh my god, and it's just like amazing. So guys, I'm gonna leave you with a dream match kind of clip with The Rock involved, and if I put my induction first, then the other 2 obviously will have them, but I've only just told them about it. So yeah, here's the not Hall of Fame. First, I'm going to show you the video clip of the dream match between The Rock and Shawn Michaels, which WWE uploaded, and then I'm going to show you an induction picture slide with music kind of stuff. So yeah, hope you enjoy it, guys.
You will not ever see a man more charismatic than the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels.
It doesn't matter what you think. How do you feel about headlining one more WrestleMania with The Rock? You are a zero, my hero. Know your role and shut your mouth.
The showstopper,
Trailblazer, headliner, eyebrow raising, people's champ,
Shawn Michaels.
The Rock. This is what the people want. The fantasy matchup that will determine the best ever. If you smell what The Rock is cooking.
It gives me great pleasure to induct the immortal Hulk Hogan to the WWPL Hall of Fame. Hogan has had a storied career inside and outside the ring. He began his career in 1977. He's had some fantastic matches over the years. In WWE, WCW not so much. Maybe against Bill Goldberg, but others, I don't really think so, but that's my opinion. TNA not so much, because obviously he never used to wrestle that much because of his back injuries. Hogan deserves to be in this Hall of Fame because he's done so much wrestling inside and outside of the ring. Whether you like Hulk Hogan or you hate Hulk Hogan, you gotta like him, surely. Whether you watch wrestling, people that do not watch wrestling, they know who Hulk Hogan is. He's done things all over the industry. Not only wrestling, he's done movies, the likes of Rocky III, Suburban Commando, Mr. Nani. Also with Suburban Commando, you also find out the Undertaker was in that movie. Back to Hogan in the wrestling business now. He's had many feuds, many great matches. Andre the Giant, Randy Macho Man Savage when the Mega Powers exploded, the Ultimate Warrior, Sting, The Rock at WrestleMania 18. He deserves his accolade because of what he's done for wrestling inside and outside of the ring. He's an icon, and in my opinion, he always has and always will be the immortal Hulk Hogan. Now, with all the rumours of him returning to WWE now on the 24th of February for Monday Night Raw, my opinion, even for a man that's 60 years old, the roof off that building that night on Raw will be electric. Hogan, you deserve this Hall of Fame because you are the man. My opinion, yours will be. My earliest memories of you, Hulk Hogan, have been the matches against Andre the Giant at WrestleMania 3 when you body slammed him in front of 93,000 people. Also, Randy Savage, like I mentioned earlier, at WrestleMania 5 when the Mega Powers explode, WrestleMania 6 with the Ultimate Warrior. You've had some fantastic matches, even Shawn Michaels at SummerSlam 2005. And I've now, Hogan, taken your rightful place not only in the WWE Hall of Fame, but into our WWPL Hall of Fame. And Hogan, you truly deserve it, mate. All the best to you.
What if Hulk Hogan climbed in the ring with that rattlesnake, Stone Cold Steve Austin? I found a can of whoop ass and it had Hulk Hogan's name on it.
The two greatest superstars in the history of professional wrestling.
wrestling.
What you gonna do when Hulkamania destroys you?
I'll beat your ass up and can't nobody stop me.
Nobody is more powerful than Hulkamania.
You can kiss my ass.
There's only one Hulk Hogan. I will step in the ring, meet any challenge.
This is truly what the word main event was meant for.
The third inductee we have for this Hall of Fame is The Undertaker. And before I get started, here's a look back.
When a man's heart is full of deceit, it burns up, dies, and a dark shadow falls over his soul. From the ashes of a once great man has risen a curse, a wrong that must be righted. We look to the skies for a vindicator, someone to strike fear into the black hearts of the same man who created him. The battle between good and evil has begun.
Do you know, I've sat and thought where I'd start, and the beginning, I suppose, is always a good place, and I can remember when I first started watching wrestling, and Randy Savage, Mr. Perfect, they were the two I loved to watch. Roddy Piper was the one that I loved to listen to, and that was that. You know, they were my three favourites, and no matter who they wrestled, unless they wrestled each other, I cheered for them. I wanted them to win, even when they weren't fan favourites. I still wanted them to win. And then, when I was about 10 years old, I saw Survivor Series in 1990 and The Undertaker, and for that first year, every time he wrestled, I was glued to it. He wasn't a good wrestler, but just him, just the way he came to the ring, the way he did everything, what he did, the sitting up like Dracula, just everything. And slowly he became my favourite wrestler, and then came the face switch, and I remember being at school, and up to that point, all the other children in the playground were like, yeah, you know, Warrior, Hogan, they were the Legion of Doom. And then when the Undertaker sort of turned, it was like, oh yeah, I've always liked the Undertaker, and I'm the Undertaker, you know, blah 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 blah. And I was like, yeah, no, you weren't, sort of thing. And when people look back at the Undertaker's early days, he didn't really have any high quality wrestling matches, the actual wrestling, but he didn't need to. People paid to see him, just him. It didn't matter how he wrestled. They just wanted to see the Undertaker. They wanted to see the entrance, do what he did, the imperious, the pain sort of thing, and that's what they wanted to see. And that's what they got. And it was my favourite time in wrestling. And 90, 91, 92, that was, and 89 as well, I suppose, but they were my years of wrestling. And the Undertaker, he was, from then till now, my favourite wrestler. And that's been like, you know, well over 20 years now. So I've sort of grown up looking back on the Undertaker's past is like looking back on my past to being a child. And as I got older, the Undertaker changed. He became more human, if you like, and the friendship he had with Paul Bear, we saw that break up. I was together for a long time. Paul Bear was just as much to do with the success of the Undertaker than anyone, and he really was just brilliant, played it brilliantly, and the fans owe him for the success of the Undertaker as much as we owe it to the Undertaker or Vince McMahon. And I'll never forget watching the Boiler Room Brawl with Mankind and the Undertaker at the end, and Bearer turns on Taker, and it's easy to say now, but I remember watching, and just the way the match was going, I thought that Bearer was going to turn on him, and he did. No one believed me afterwards, of course, that I thought that, but I remember I did. And like I said, as time passed, so did the Undertaker, in different ways. He changed his gimmick. You know, he didn't really win many titles, but he didn't have to be. He was sort of a special attraction, and he became the American bike riding gimmick. He became Big Evil. He changed, and when he started to change gimmick a bit, he changed his wrestling style as well. He could do more in the ring. I personally think that the Undertaker's first great match, in terms of the wrestling, was against Bret Hart at SummerSlam, and you know, and then he slowly started to have better matches, bigger matches, not bigger matches, but bigger in the sense that they were better wrestling matches, and you know, it slowly progressed, and we eventually just got so many different matches from someone that just barely moved in the ring. You know, we had the Hell in a Cell matches that came through, and the moment with Mankind again coming up the top of the cage, unbelievable. Going too far, probably. And then we saw them slowly going from Big Evil back to the Dead Man again when he came back at WrestleMania 20 against Kane, which leads me to Kane, because once again, as Bearer was a big part of the Undertaker's success, so is Kane. Kane deserves a lot of credit for it. His debut surely one of the most famous ever, in one of the best matches ever, between The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels, the Hell in a Cell. The best Hell in a Cell match ever, I know that. And, you know, the two of them have gone on together, and both of them are surefire Hall of Famers in the WWE as well. You know, I've got loads of stuff written down next to me just in case I went brain dead, which I do quite often, but, you know, it's pointless looking at it because I know most of what I want to say anyway. But and then, you know, as The Undertaker got older, and something that probably wasn't clicked onto straight away was the streak. And from probably WrestleMania 21, it started to mean a bit more every year. And now to think that the same wrestler has been in the same company for all these years, and the fact that he's undefeated and won 21 times at the biggest event, and people can mock some of the matches in the streak and say, oh, but that one was rubbish, that was rubbish. Trust me, believe me, the last, I don't know, 7 or 8 matches that The Undertaker has had at WrestleMania far just go right over the top of the bad ones he had at the beginning. Unbelievable. The 2 with Shawn Michaels, 3 with Triple H, the 1 with Edge, with Randy Orton, this past year with CM Punk. They've all stole the show, every one of them. The WrestleMania 25 match with Shawn Michaels is the best wrestling match I've ever seen. It's not my favourite wrestling match, but it's the best one I've ever seen. And to think that both of them, well into their 40s, can go out there and do that match is, well, I don't know of any other wrestlers that could go out there and do that at any age. There's not many of them on that big a stage to do what they did, and how they did it. Which is not just credit to The Undertaker, it's credit to Shawn Michaels as well. Best in-ring performer ever. So you put him with The Undertaker at WrestleMania with the streak, and it worked both times at WrestleMania 26 as well. You know, I want to be fair and not go on too long, because I told the others to keep it short, so, and I've already gone on too long, but he's my favourite wrestler. He deserves to be in any Hall of Fame. He deserves all the credit he gets. He's put over more other wrestlers than anyone in history. He loves the business. He loves everything about the business. He's the legend of The Undertaker. Will grow and grow and grow more than any other professional wrestler ever. I'm not saying that The Undertaker is a more famous or bigger star than Hulk Hogan or Steve Austin or The Rock, because he's not. But in terms of wrestling legend, he is the only wrestler in history that will become more famous every year after he's retired. Yeah, mainly because of the streak, because the streak will become more famous. In years to come, people look back at it and, you know, it's just something, it's there, it's never going to go away. It's never going to be repeated. But coming to an end anyway, I think he deserves it. I'm pleased he was voted in, and yeah, I'm happy with it, and I hope that we get, looks like 3 more matches from him. This one, the upcoming WrestleMania, and then 1 more next year, and then at WrestleMania 32 he goes gracefully in his home state, which will be probably a true WrestleMania moment. So that's The Undertaker.
Okay guys, that's the show today. I've been asked to call the end of the show or whatever, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'd like to thank everybody for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, and if you're a wrestling fan, I'll leave a link in the description to the page and all that kind of stuff so you can join. And it's a very good thing to get involved with. So yeah, don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and we will see you in the next episode. Peace.